We like to call it the Supernatural Hour. And now, our hosts.
Welcome to the Supernatural Hour. Are you so excited for a new one? I am.
I'm
Ravyn, by the way.
Chad's
Hey,
here.
I'm Rogue.
They're so excited, they talk right over each other.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here.
Weren't you at the last one? Oh, you weren't at the last one, were you?
I wasn't.
So we are going to excuse Doc tonight. He's a doctor and things are a little bit crazy for him right now. And also Emmett, he had a personal issue come up, but he will be back the next time we podcast. And just in all transparency, it is December 9th. As we are recording this, you will not hear this on December 9th, but that's what it is as I'm speaking. And as you all know, December gets insanely busy because there's this party and that program and this thing and that thing. So we're going to be recording this podcast and the next podcast. And if you're an insider, the Insider podcast. So if you're an insider listening to this, if we sound all sorts of goofy by the time we get to yours, that's why. Also, when you listen
That's real.
Yeah, so when you listen to the next podcast and Doc and Emmett still aren't here, it's just because they weren't here today. We're going to knock out 3 podcasts today. So it might be getting a little chippy later, but that way we don't have to record again until January, and it's just hard to try to schedule this time of year. So
the business is brought to you by Castle Photo Art. So go to our Castle for your photo needs. He does a great job, and he's really great. We appreciate his support. So we're going to talk a little bit. Thank you to our patrons. It's been a great year. We really appreciate your support. We were able to do a lot of things with the money that you've done. New equipment. We just bought a camera system for the investigations. We're really excited about a lot of the things that we're doing. Also had to buy a new SSL certificate for the WISP's org page. We had a little attack there, a malware attack there that we had to take care of. So your help really helps defer the expenses here.
That page has had issues off and on without that SSL certificate. I would have people email me or text me about every couple months saying, the WISP site is down. So we shouldn't have that problem anymore. Yeah,
and we have had the SSL certificate thanks to your patronage for the advancedparanormal.com page for a while. But
so
thank you so much for your support.
We're double fancy now. We got 2 SSLs.
Item of business, we are going to be doing a public investigation on January 15th, Saturday, January 15th, about 8:30 at the Hub Theater. It's an old theater in American Fork, Utah.
It used to be called the
Town Center or something like that.
Town Cinema on Main. It's the Sticky Shoe on Main Street.
Yeah, but we're really looking forward to that. This will be a great new venue. A lot of things have gone on there from what we understand.
It is a theater. They're all haunted.
Yeah,
and it's old.
And it's right on Main Street. So
now I have to kind of chuckle at Rogue because we just barely got this finalized. We haven't told anybody about it. She's looking at me like, what?
Were you getting that? Kind of like the dog?
Yeah, kind of like, I just kind of got this look of, I have not heard of this before, and that's, you haven't. We just finalized it, so.
Yeah, we don't even have it up on the YouTube or the
website.
The website yet. So, but it will be coming, probably be up there by the time you hear this episode. But yeah, we're really excited for this new venue, and it'll be warm and inside in the middle of January, which is one of the things we look for that kind of an investigation.
And they're going to put our name on the marquee.
It's going to be fun.
It's got one of those old-fashioned marquees out on the front where you put the slidey letters in.
Yeah, so they are also co-hosting it. So I don't know if it'll say The Hub Theater Presents Advanced Paranormal. It'd be kind of cool, huh?
Yep. It's going to be awesome. It'll be fun.
Event tonight.
And we do have about 3 or 4 or 5 phone calls out to schedule for February and March. So we are definitely in the works of getting back into the swing of public investigations once we get past New Year's.
That's exciting. I look forward to it. We haven't been doing much of anything paranormal.
We had to recover from October. Holy cow.
Yeah,
And then-
October was a lot.
And then by the time you recover, it's Thanksgiving and then Christmas and then New Year's. And so it's just, it gets
Yeah.
rough.
It is going fast. It's going super fast, and we haven't had any residentials. So,
For same reason. Holidays. I was like, we don't care if our table's spinning around. We'll wait till the holidays are over.
Oh, but you do need to tell them about the little
Right.
event we did have. The little private event at the cinema. Ghostbusters.
Oh! Yes, our team went and saw Ghostbusters.
yeah, you did.
The
I
Afterlife.
wasn't able to make it.
You weren't there?
No, she wasn't. She was
No.
planning to, but then she couldn't make it last minute.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so as a team, we went and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife. And we'll do a movie review another day. But let me just tell you, because it's kind of new, I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. I was a little
Skeptical?
skeptical because I did not like the Ghostbusters with the 3 women. I am sorry. That was lame. So I went in not expecting much, but I almost liked this one better than the original.
Yeah, I was
Ooh.
really surprised. It was a lot of fun.
It was really, really good. And we'll, when Emmett comes back and when Doc's here, we'll do a review of it. So if you want to, be really in the know of the review of this, go watch it. It's good. I liked it.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up from me.
Yep, me too.
So that was a fun. It was a fun activity with the team.
Yes.
We don't have any residentials. We haven't had any residentials since the last podcast. However, we have 3 in the works. So by the time we podcast next time, we should have a few residentials to talk about.
Yep.
However, please donate to the Utah Food Bank. You can also go to utahfoodbank.org. They are a wonderful charity, help a lot of people out.
Yep, they're a great organization. So,
And if you're not local, donate to your local food bank. If you're listening to this as some of our listeners literally worldwide, do something good for the people in your community.
Hey, before we go to the bucket list, I would like to remind everybody about our shop at advancedparanormal.com. We've got sage spray, different rollers, we've got cleansing kits, and outside of that, we'd like to see you on YouTube, follow us on TikTok. We're across social media. Come find us.
those sound like some pretty good stocking stuffers to me. So, Bucket List is actually brought to us by the Barbary Coast Saloon, and Chad and I went there for the brunch
breakfast? Yeah.
on Sunday, and it was
What did you think?
amazing. It was amazing.
What did you have?
I had the
The burrito,
It was like the Southwest burrito.
the smothered burrito,
Oh,
breakfast burrito.
I haven't had that.
That was really good, and their hash browns are to die for.
And I had the chicken fried steak and hash browns and eggs. And yeah, it was a lot of food.
Yeah. So if I had to bring half of it home, so I had it for dinner. I had it for breakfast and dinner.
Wow.
So amazing.
Wow.
Okay. Do you have a bucket list for us?
Today, I would like to talk about the Edinburgh Castle in Scotland. I thought I ran across it in a book and it just really intrigued me. The first thing it says, the spirits of the doomed echo through this much besieged fortress and prison, intrigues me and I want to go there. And then when I was telling Ravyn about it, she even gave me more of a reason why I would want to go there.
Yeah, I've been there. When you go there, there's a little area kind of near the chapel, if I'm remembering right, because it's been a few years. But if you look over the wall, and I wouldn't have thought to look over the wall. We actually had a tour guide, and he told us to look over the wall. But if you look over the wall, there's a little pet cemetery there. And it's where they bury, like the military dogs and, the animals, dogs, cats that belong to the military personnel that live there.
That's kind of cool. Stephen King could have
That
written a
is
book
cool.
about it. Pet Cemetery.
Probably.
I don't think it was
Maybe.
about that pet cemetery.
No, not that pet cemetery.
But it was
yeah.
about a pet cemetery.
Not the pet cemetery, but a pet cemetery. Yeah, and there are so many stories about Edinburgh Castle. There's one about a piper, because there's a bunch of tunnels underneath it, and they sent a piper walking because they figured, a bagpiper, because bagpipes, if you've never heard them in person, they're super loud.
Really?
Yes. So the idea is we'll send this piper down the tunnel and he'll just walk and play because we'll be able to track it from up above. And disappeared. Poof, gone. Bagpiper gone. Never was seen again. The bagpiping stopped. Never saw him again, ever.
Does that make you want to go bagpipe?
No.
In the tunnels?
No, but it does make me want to. So when you go, Rogue, I'm coming with you because I want to go there and ghost hunt. Because when I went there, I wasn't in the ghost hunting mind, but I am now. So we're going to go there and ghost hunt.
Perfect.
Because all sorts of stuff went down there.
Sounds like a road trip.
It does. Hey, before we do the junk drawer, I just want to remind you that you can get Supernatural Hour swag at advancedparanormal.com. So we've got some cool tapestries. There's some cool tapestries.
Also stocking stuffers. You need a stocking stuffer idea? There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah, jump on it quickly because it does come. But it's great. We've got lots of stuff there. So you can get Supernatural Hour swag at advancedparanormal.com.
So it is junk drawer time, and I have to put a little disclaimer on this one. So when it comes to our podcast rating, like if we did a rating system like G, PG, stuff like that, if you've listened to us for any length of time, you know that we've kind of cleaned it up. We've been a little better. I would say we have been PG to PG-13, depending on the day. Back in the day, sometimes we'd have to give the entire podcast a disclaimer. This is an R-rated podcast. Sometimes we could get a little out there. I was just scrolling through Facebook one day, and I found the perfect junk drawer.
Which is?
It's perfect. I'm not done with my disclaimer. This borders on extreme PG-13 into R. If I just read it, it's probably R. I will try to PG-13 it. But here's your disclaimer, because we try to keep it clean so that all ages can listen to this with parental consent if they want their kids listening to scary ghost stuff. If you have someone that you don't want to hear PG-13 bordering on R stuff, or if you don't want to hear it, bye. Love you. Now's a good time to turn the podcast off. I will try to keep this as clean as possible, but this is amazing. Y'all got to hear this. Like in a bad way. Like it's so bad it's good.
Train wreck kind of thing?
Yes. Yes, it is. I just lost it. It's a train wreck thing. It's a... Do you guys know what Goodreads is?
Yeah, isn't that like a kind of a service that gives you information and summaries of books and things like that?
Yeah, so you can go on. So this has 3.4 stars out of 5.
On Goodreads. On Goodreads.
It's written by a Goodreads author, like I'm dragging this out, the suspense. It's by Carlton Mellick III. And it's called The Haunted Vagina.
Okay.
Rogue about choked on her food. Okay, I will try to keep this clean. If I just read it, it's not going to be clean. And I'm just going to read this. Okay, I'm reading this, and if you want to read the actual thing, go to Goodreads, look it up. I'm going to read it, and I'm going to try to edit it to keep it as clean as possible. It's difficult to love a woman whose vagina is a gateway to the world of the dead. I wish you could see Rogue's face. Steve is madly in love with his eccentric girlfriend, Stacy. Unfortunately, their romantic life has been suffering as of late because Steve is worried about the odd noises that have been coming from Stacy's nether regions. She says that her nether regions is haunted. She doesn't think it's that big of a deal. Steve, on the other hand, and I'm adding this, is sane, and he completely disagrees. He thinks that the haunted nether regions of his girlfriend is a big deal.
It's an issue.
It's an issue.
Okay.
Oh, it just gets better, folks. When a living corpse climbs out of her, during an awkward night of relations, Stacy learns that her nether regions is actually a doorway to another world. It gets better, folks. She persuades Steve to climb inside of her to explore this new place. You're raising your hand, Rook.
How did... No, I'm not.
Okay, just in case you missed that, I'll read it again. She persuades Steve, her boyfriend, to climb inside of her to explore this strange new place. But once inside...
How big of a woman is this?
I don't know. People are coming out, people are going in. I don't know.
It's a must-read.
It's a must-read. But once inside, Steve finds it difficult to return. Especially once
inside.
Mm-hmm. Yes, once inside, he finds it difficult to return, especially once he meets an oddly attractive woman named Fig, who lives within the lonely haunted world between Stacy's legs. You raised your hand again.
No, I just can't believe it. I'm just throwing my hands up in the air. Are you kidding me?
So if you want to find out more about this book, The Haunted Vagina by Carlton Mellick III.
On Goodreads.
On Goodreads. And I'm sure, I don't know, maybe you can get it on Amazon. I didn't look because I'm happy. I'm good with what I know. I don't need to know anymore.
That's enough.
I honestly
that's plenty
hope
for me.
They never turn that into a movie. Yeah. No Lifetime movie needed.
Yeah, so there you go. If you need a good book to read, maybe. I don't know that that's it, but it'll be interesting.
No. I don't know if that... No. Okay. Well, thank you for that, Ravyn. That was awesome.
Yeah, I knew that would probably make your day better. Anyway, on that note, stay spooky, my haunty friends.
Love you, Nicholas.
Hey, have a great night.
You've been listening to the Supernatural Hour at AdvancedParanormal.com. The Supernatural Hour is part of the Radio Ronin network found at RadioRonin.com. Copyright 2021 by Advanced Paranormal Services.